Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. The continent of Africa is considered a leading cultural, diverse and artistic performance enclave. It's portrayed in its culture. It is varied and manifold, consisting of a mixture of countries with various ethnic groups which have their own unique characteristics expressed in arts, craft, folklore, religion, clothing, cuisine, music, and languages. Although African cultures are widely diverse, that is why Africa has continuously influenced other continents with their cultural heritage through the expression of culture, which are abundant within Africa, with large amounts of cultural diversity being found not only across different countries, but also within single countries. Performance artist, drum and cultural ambassador, Abass Badoo, is a Ghanaian-born UK percussionist who has performed for various people of the world, including the Queen of England, through his educational workshops. He brings a depth of understanding and awareness of his African cultural heritage to a contemporary multicultural society. Before we begin our conversation with him as an African diaspora culture ambassador, let's take a look at this video.
I was in Ghana, and then I got a job in London without me applying for it.
Africa, Africa, Africa.
And then I decided to set up my own company, which is One Drum. One drum, it doesn't mean just one single drum. It means one in thousands, one as unity.
Everybody, Africa, Africa, Africa.
So I can bring thousands of people together. And bringing thousands of people together, we can just lift that energy as high as we can go. And this is our end up, and here I am today, making people happy around the world with my culture, with my music, with my experience, with my drum, and with myself. Making people happy. Here I am in London.
I'd like to say to you, very big welcome, Abass Badoo. Great to have you on the show. Is it safe to call you Charlie?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Charlie, let's yarn like Africans, Charlie. What has your journey been?
Yeah. My journey, has been great. It has been great because I really thank God, and I think, I'm doing really well by the grace, and it's working, sharing the culture, bringing people together, like I said, and been amazing. It's been amazing. And I really enjoy, I enjoy every day, every single day. I enjoy, playing the drum because that's the only thing I can do. And people really enjoyed it. So that is keeping me going.
What does the drum mean to Africa's cultural heritage? Because for us, I'm from the Yoruba tribe in Nigeria. The drums, the talking drums, and every form of drums mean a lot to us. In fact, we even have a drums festival in Nigeria where we celebrate, drummers from all over Africa in a state I'm from called Ogun State. What does the drum mean to you as a Ghanaian? Maybe of the Asante or what tribe are you from?
I'm Ghana.
Yeah. What does the drum mean to you?
I'm Ghana. I'm from Accra. The drum, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me because, we use the drums you know, as you know, we use the drums for everything, you know, in Africa. And this, I mean, the drum has kept Africa together, I would say, because, I mean, we use it for like weddings and parties, and whatever we do, drumming is part of it, has been part of whatever we do in Africa, and been really good. And we even, like you said, you know, like the talking drum, you know, we use it to send messages. And this is the iPhone 15. You know, 1,000 years ago in Africa, we got the iPhone 15. You know, we can send messages, you know, we can make a whole sentence, you know, with the drum. And when we go back to the slavery time, the slave masters, they took the drum away from us, you know, because they used the drum, not just entertaining, but even sending messages, you know. So drum, I mean, the drum, it means a lot to me, and is really, really, really good thing that everybody has to try it, and everybody has to play the drum.
All right, so let's talk about taking this culture that is so damn sacred to Africans to the UK. How's that been? Because it is taking you far and wide. And what has this journey been like for you?
It been really amazing. I mean, when you look at it, we always see a drum, like, for example, like just a drum, you know, beating the drum, but there's more to it than just beating the drum. You know, there's more to it. And it been amazing, me coming to London, you know, showing the Europeans my culture, my music. I know in Africa, this is not a job, you know. You can't really make a living out of it. It's really hard. I mean, it's possible, but it's really hard to make a living out of this. But I just want to prove to people that our culture, we are rich in culture. We're not rich in a currency, but rich in culture, that we can use our culture to make a living, you know. And this has been my full-time job ever, you know. I've never done any other job in my life, you know. And it's been amazing. It's working, people responding to it, people learning. And when you look at it in the corporate world, you know, they use drumming because they just realize, wow, drumming can bring people together. So, for example, I've done corporate event with all the big companies. I've done corporate event that they all been doing drumming and stuff like that, and it's going really, really well, and it's been really good, and it's a good journey. And I'll carry on with this. I don't know how long, but I'm gonna carry on to it, and we try to pass it on to the next generation, you know, to show them that this is something you can make a living out of it.
Okay, so let's dial back a little bit. How did all of this start for you? Were you born with drums? Or were you just passionate from the start about drums?
I would say I'm very. I always say I'm not the master drummer, but I'm one of the luckiest drummer on this planet, because I grew up in a house where my entire family, everybody beat the drum, everybody played drums, you know. So drumming has been going on in my family generation, you know, generation of my family, drumming been going on, and this is how I grew up with. Growing up in a house, this has been my PlayStation 1 to 10, you know, has been a game to me that this is the toys, and beating the drums without realizing what I was doing. You know, at the age of, I would say 7, 8, you know, my grandma started giving me lessons, you know, drumming lessons that nobody knew in the house. And I really don't want to be a drummer. I want to be a pilot. You know, I want to be a pilot just to get out of the country. You know, so I mean, my grandma put me into this, and I really enjoyed it. And I didn't know that she's giving me a piloting lesson that after a while, I realized, well, traveling, being everywhere with my drum, you know, being everywhere, name a country, I've been there. And I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoy playing the drum. And this is how I grew up. And from the age of, 10, this has been my full-time job. This has been my full-time job, even when I was in Ghana and till now.
I see you have a very fond relationship with Prince Charles. I can see the smile and the gleam on your face. What's the relationship you have with Prince Charles? You know, a very cordial relationship. And do you do anything for the Prince's Trust?
I mean, like I said, I am one of the luckiest drummers in this planet. I'll say, I've met the whole royal family. I met them, and I've done a couple of performance for them, and they really like it. And for example, I mean, this is like an example for us, you know, that even the royal family enjoy our culture. You know, they like the drumming, they like the dancing, they like the singing, everything, you know, and it's been amazing. I've met all of them, and they're all very nice people. I mean, meeting them it gives me really different way of seeing them, because we always see them on the TV. We don't know how they look like, how they talk, you know. But behind the camera, they're very nice people to be with and to hang around with.
All right, we'll get to talk about this even more when we come back from our quick break. But like I said, I'd like to know the events, you know, the performances you've done for the royal family, because you seem very close to them. You've met all of them. You've met Kate. You've met all of them. You've fraternized with them. You're not still ready to tell me the close relationship you have with Prince Charles. And, you know, there's still so many things we'll get to talk about. But I want you to, Charlie, I want you to tell me everything. Charlie, bring it all out. Bring it to the table. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. I'm Rafai Husseini, and this is the last lap of the show. We're still talking to Abass Badoo, a UK-based percussionist, I mean, but with real interest in African drums, because, I mean, when you say the percussions, it's the drum in general, but he deals basically with African drums. So I was asking you, Charlie, before we went on that break, that what has been this event you've done for the British royal family? Can you tell us all of these events, you know, and your relationship and how in turn it's helped you in the UK and the work you're doing as a cultural ambassador?
Yeah, I have done few events for them through the Commonwealth, like the Commonwealth Day service, the Westminster Abbey. I've done a couple of it there, and then I've done a couple of the private events with them at Lancaster House and Marlborough House. I've done a few of them, and also in the Palace as well. I've done, I think, one there in the Palace. So I've done few events for them, and I've met them a couple of times. And like I said, they're really nice. And I remember one time we had a dinner at the Marlborough House, and they're all there, and it was amazing to hang around there, at least to eat what they eat and drink what they drink, and it's amazing, and it's all blessing. You know, I really thank God. I really thank God for all this, that at least I've come that far. I mean, born in Africa, born in Ghana, grew up in Ghana, and live in London, to have this opportunity is all blessing.
I just wanted to ask real quickly, your relationship with other Ghanaian elder statesman of blessed memories, Kofi Annan, because I saw some pictures with Kofi Annan there. What was the relationship like, and what did the loss do to you and Ghana as a nation? It's been a couple of months now, close to a year since he passed.
Yeah, with Kofi Annan, may his soul rest in peace. I mean, I've met him a couple of times in Ghana, because I've done few events in Ghana before I even moved to the UK. Through my uncle, Mustafa Tete Ade, and we have done few. So I've met him like a couple of times in Ghana, and then they had the event here, like a fundraising event, and then he came down, so I went and introduced myself, and because he knew my uncle too, so we had a good chat, and then after taking that picture with him, and that was the last time. That was the last time I met him, and was a few years ago before he passed.
May so rest in peace. Real quickly, let's talk about the financing. You know, all of this laudable project. You're an ambassador, but a lot of youngsters might want to go into drumming. They're asking how financially rewarding is it? You're a celebrity drummer. You have the bragging right, Charlie. You've met everybody that's high and mighty out there. Has that been a consideration when people book you?
Yeah, people book me. I mean, people book me most of the time. They go to my website and they book me through there. And it depends on the event. And whatever event, I mean, I can come and do it. I mean, we do weddings and birthday parties and a Christmas event. And we do a lot of schools as well. We do a lot of schools workshop and also the corporate events. And also doing the high life, you know, the Ghanaian high lifestyle, that you cannot take that away from us. So we do different events and different. It depends on the event and what we do, and
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So what has been like giving back to society? Because that's another very important one, and I know you have an event coming up. That's one of the reasons why you're here, giving back to society and teaching others how to be better drummers out there. What have you been doing in that space?
Giving back, we setting up events, like a charity event here. We're starting from the UK here, that we're gonna train people, because a lot of people that are born here from Africa, but they're born here and they have no idea of the culture. For example, drumming, dancing, singing. So I'm trying to give it back to them here. Like give it back, like train them, let them know about their culture, and let them value the culture that we have and know about it, and for them to know that it's a job. And also, we're going to bring it to Ghana, for example. We're starting from Ghana because that's where I come from. So we're going to bring it to Ghana also to show people, to let them know that this is a job and this is something they can do, because a lot of people think, well, banging the drums or playing the drums is not a job, they want to take it to another level and to be a doctor, lawyer, and all that. But I'm giving it back. I'm bringing it back to them to let them know that, well, actually, you can make a living out of this, and it is possible. It is a hard, it's a long way, and it's really hard, and you have to be strong, physically, mentally, to be able to, to go through it. It won't be easy. It won't be something that you wake up in the morning and straight away you were there. So it's a long way. So we're setting up this charity that we're going to help people and let them know about the African culture more.
And it's highly marketable. I mean, looking at the resurgence of Africa on the big screen, like with movies like Wakanda and things like that. I mean, somebody will only think that you should be part of those big productions, so into the fact that you're such a famous drummer.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do all that. We're gonna contact all of them. At the moment, we got a new project. Like I said, is coming up, and we got office. So we're gonna have the admin gonna be very strong to to put the word out there more. And we are targeting to do that big events like that and show people that, well, this is what we can do. And once it's all ready, we're gonna upgrade everything and change everything and put a different market, to hit a different market.
All right.
Because every day there's a new.
Okay. There's a new performance every day.
Sorry.
So let me do a big introduction for you.
Yeah, there's a new thing happening.
Okay. So let me do a big introduction for you right about now, and you play for us as we wrap up the show. Ladies and gentlemen, from the hills of Gan in Ghana, from the big city of Accra, I bring to you Abass Badoo with his great percussion and his great performance. Over to you. Take your drums, my friend.
Okay, I'm gonna improvise and play some high life. This quick one.
That's the very best, Charlie. What a great way to serenade ourselves on a Friday like this. Thank you so much for your time, my very good friend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Wish you lots and lots of luck. Hope to see you sometime soon. That's our show for you this morning. I'd like to say a big thank you to you for watching us. My name is Rufai Yoseni, and it's been a joy and a pleasure doing this Friday morning. Thank you.